Hero or villain, activist or terrorist, he's been the talking point of the week, hasn't he? Opinion remains mixed on Julian Assange. His website Wikileaks dumped hundreds of thousands of those highly classified military documents into the public arena, prompting some to suggest that this is the biggest threat America has faced since 9/11. At the moment, Assange, of course, sits in a London jail, arrested on charges of alleged sexual assault on two women back in Sweden. So what happens next? Will the world be a better place or worse place because of Assange's actions? Is there a bigger bombshell to come? Ray McGovern is a former CIA agent whose duties included briefing Presidents Bush Sr. and Ronald Reagan. He has written an open letter of support for Assange and Wikileaks, and I spoke with him in Washington. Ray McGovern, good evening. In simple terms, is he a hero or a villain?
He's a hero.
Why?
Because he's challenging the empire. The issue is now joined. The question is, how much truth is the American people and people in the rest of the world allowed to have? Will it be the truth filtered through the government and corporation-controlled media in this country, and perhaps in others, or will it be alive? Will it be free on the internet? It's a new situation here where we no longer have a defunct fourth estate. We have a fifth estate in the ether, where David is successfully combating Goliath, this time not with a slingshot, but with a computer.
But what's he actually given us, Ray? Apart from diplomatic tittle-tattle and gossip, what's he actually given us?
In Iraq and Afghanistan, he's given us incredible insights into what's really going on there, something that is not available in the U.S. press, at least. And on this diplomatic circuit, we're getting very good insights into what's going on at the working level, what the diplomats are saying, what they're saying to one another. And some of the things are really quite dastardly. A cable that I uncovered today from Kabul points out that DynCorp, one of our contractors, contracted to train the Iraqi security forces. They arranged a big party for the recruits for the security forces, and they had boys come in dressed as women, and they danced seductively before leering contractor Afghans, and then they were sold to the highest bidder for sexual activity. American taxpayer money at work. When the Americans find out about that, if they're smart enough to get on the internet to find out about it, I think they'll have really some moral qualms about who we're dealing with there and what the Afghan security forces are likely to end up being.
Is that where the real gold is, Ray? Because at the top diplomatic level, what we're finding out is Berlusconi is Vane, Putin is Batman, Medvedev is Robin, or maybe it's the other way around. We're all concerned about China. China maybe likes Korea. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's tittle-tattle and gossip.
That's what the mass media has succeeded in doing. The real lessons are much deeper. The real lessons are how the United States is trying, in a last gasp, to exert its influence throughout the world.
How badly do they want to close them down? This is Washington. How badly do they want to close them down? And is it more important to close them down than to actually get their hands on them?
Very, very, very important. And they want to do it very badly. This is a challenge to the whole system. If WikiLeaks and links like it are able to survive, the American government and other governments that thrive on secrecy, that wage wars on pretexts, will not be able to do that with the alacrity, with the freedom that they have exercised in the past. So the issue is very, very serious. Now, are they out to get WikiLeaks and Assange specifically? Well, yes, but only as an object lesson. Because if these people get away with what they're doing in Washington's eyes, the genie is out of the bottle. The opaqueness that has always surrounded diplomacy and military activity is all of a sudden transparent.
In your gut, Ray, is this as good as it gets? What we have now is as good as it gets? Is there something truly globally explosive to come?
Oh, I think we have more to come. We only have a little bit more than 1% of the diplomatic traffic. But I would hasten to add here that we're seeing only secret and confidential level documents. There are categories above secret. There's top secret. There are limited dissemination. There's no dissemination, and there are code words. And also there are communications networks, shall we say, run by other agencies of our government. None of that has been divulged. But that is fair game as well for anyone who wants to expose some of the abuses that have taken place.
Ray McGovern in Washington earlier on today.